Can't stop when I'm in the zone. Green light, it's a go. Money conversations on the phone. If not, I'm hanging up. From the concrete.
What's going on, people? You know who it is. Yours truly, Tay Wiz, coming live from the Man Cave. But forget all that. Coming in today on my NBA Power Rankings at number 19 is the boys from Buzz City, the Charlotte Hornets. Let's go!
Trail by 6, 5 on 4. And a great job by Lamb. What do you got, Jeremy? And he's fouled. Oh, good strength. Chance for a three-point play.
Has picked up his defensive intensity here at the end of the season. Right there, gets a hand in the passing lane. Not just the deflection, but the steal and the...
Kemba, top of the key jumper. No doubt about it. 20-point afternoon.
What's going on, people? You know who it is. It's Tay Wiz coming from the live for the Man Cave. For my subscribers, if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, hit that bell. If you're not subscribed to my Twitter page, hit that bird at TAE_WIGGS. Now, you know I keep you in tune with the latest information going around the NBA right now. First and foremost, let's get right into it. Into my NBA Power Rankings. Coming in at number 19 is the Charlotte Hornets. Let's see, Buzz City last year was 36-46. That was 11th place in the Eastern Conference when they missed the playoffs. They was 22-30 in the Eastern Conference. In the division, they was 10-6. And the rookies that they drafted, Malik Monk out of Kentucky, which I thought was a great pickup for the Hornets to get a person like a Kemba Walker and them other guys some rest on the bench. Somebody else can come in and create their own shot, who's long, athletic. Dwayne Bacon. Like I said, I haven't seen Malik Monk play in Summer League because they shut him down due to an ankle injury. But I did see Dwayne Bacon play in the Orlando Magic Summer League. And I thought really highly of him. He can get his own baskets. He can get to the hole. He's strong. He's athletic. And he's long. The one thing I do like about his game, that he can shoot the consistent 15-foot jumper. You know, you hear around the league and commentators, they would say that is the lost art of the game. No guys want to hit the pull-up 15-footer. They want to dribble, dance, or they want to shoot long threes and dunk. But if you got a guy like that knocking down a consistent 15-foot jumper, and I was looking at the way he was shooting the ball from that area, because there's only like a couple of guys who can shoot that shot consistently in the league, and Dwayne Wade is one of them. But Dwayne Bacon, if he can do this up consistently, oh man. These two pieces are very, very nice to have a part of a young team like the Charlotte Hornets. And the key additions, who else they added? Michael Carter-Williams, a 6'7" point guard who can play the 1 and the 2. Probably can play a little bit of 3 if needed. Even though he's not a great scorer, but I know he can defend, and he's going to aggravate you on the defensive end. Dwight Howard, even though he played 1 year with the Hawks, he played at home. And you know, from Charlotte to Atlanta, ain't nothing but a 3.5-hour drive. So Dwight Howard was still at home in some way. So I'm looking for Dwight Howard to have a nice breakout season to shut some of the doubters and naysayers up. I'm looking for Dwight Howard to at least average 17 points and grab about 13 boards, about 2.5 blocks per game. If he could do that, this right here would be a playoff team. Yes, they lost some key guys. They lost Ramon Sessions. They lost Marco Bellinelli and Miles Plumlee. Miles Plumlee and Marco Bellinelli came in the Dwight Howard trade. So that's who they got right there. So they will miss that, but the roster breakdown, Nicholas Batum, since they got Dwight Howard alongside of them. So, you know, one thing I like about the Hornets, Nicholas Batum and Kemba Walker might be some of the most unselfish guys in the league. They just go unnoticed just because they're not on national TV. If they are on national TV, they probably get about 2 or 3 games a season. So if you don't have a league pass and you want to watch somebody that's unselfish and fun and play basketball the right way, tune into the Charlotte Hornets. Like I said, they got Nicholas Batum. I'm looking for him to break out of his shell, to even have a better year than he had last year. It wasn't a great year for him. It was pretty much mediocre. But if he can come out his shell and have a more of a talkative role and just be a more ball dominant and being a more lethal scorer, don't be scared to score. I want to see him score because I see what he can do when he played for the Portland Trailblazers. He need to bring that Portland Trailblazers mentality and attitude to the Hornets, and they'd be fine. You got Travion Graham, big kid, big guy. We're going to see more of him. Frank Kaminsky, Frank the Tank. I'm looking for him to have another breakout year as well. If he can find some way to drive and penetrate more to the hole. I know he can shoot the 3. I want to see him drive more to the hole like in his Wisconsin days. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. This guy right here, I'm like I said, not hating, but speaking straight facts. Like I said, living here in Charlotte, taking heave in a couple of the games and going to the games and watching them on TV. I was hearing people say, MKG, he's pretty straight. I'm going to be honest, he's probably one of the small forwards who let other guys come into the arena and have career nights on them. Some guys who average about 18 will come in and drop 30, 35. He needs to settle more on defense, start reaching, be more at bay. Sometimes he's a little bit over-aggressive, which leads to him to be in injury a lot. So he just need to calm down on that side. We know he's not a scorer. I just want him to defend, stop biting on a lot of stuff, and he would be fine. He has a tough position in the league. Every night you're going up against people like a LeBron James. Now you're going up against a Gordon Hayward. These guys can create their own shots. Carmelo Anthony. So you just don't bite. Just sit and watch and just play great defense. And Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, out of all the Kentucky guys, he at least talked about a guy. Like I said, play on a small market city team who don't get a lot of TV time and nationally, but he can do little things that will get your team over the hump. So if he might not be a scorer, but I know he can play defense and stuff like that. Jeremy Lamb. What's up, Jeremy? This guy right here be coming to our stores all the time. Down to earth guy, man. I really rocks with Jeremy Lamb. This is what I'm going to say about Jeremy Lamb, since I see him all the time. One thing about Jeremy, very quiet guy. He can ball. I'm not saying this because I see him on an active basis when he do come in and stop in. But Jeremy Lamb, I just need him to be a little bit more aggressive. Because the games I go to and see, I seen him get down. I seen him get down with some of the best. And if I can see that Jeremy Lamb, you might see that Jeremy Lamb probably 2 out of 5 games. But if I want to see that Jeremy Lamb at least. If an 82-game season, I got to see that Jeremy Lamb for at least 73 games out of the 82-game season. The only reason I say 73 because a lot of these guys rest and they take time off. You're going to get a lagging injury here and a nagging injury. So if I can see that Jeremy Lamb a good 85% of the time out of the season, sky's the limit for the Hornets. He's a great player. Then you got Johnny O'Brien. He's long and athletic. He can run the floor. Can shoot a 3 every now and then. That's good. He can learn a lot from Dwight Howard for positioning and how to grab rebounds a different way. So I'm looking for him to have a breakout season as well. You already know Marvin Williams, Starving Marvin. That's what I call him. Savvy veteran. Could hit the 3. If you get caught sleeping, he would dunk on you. This is the things I see from the Hornets. Christian Wood, another young guy who can actually do things. The 2 other guys I like is Breonte Weber from VCU. Just he reminds me of Kemba Walker. He's going at the guards, not scared. Sometimes he's a little bit over offensively aggressive, but that's fine. But that is very fine with me if you're definitely trying to go to the hole and do something different. And that's what the Hornets need. They need some attackers, some guys that go out there and get it. Cody Zeller, very, very, very unselfish power forward in the league. Goes unnoticed. Solid, might be average a solid 14 points with a 9.5 rebounds. This is what he does on every night. It might not show every night on the stat sheet, but he is a hard worker. He's tenacious on defense. He's long, athletic, and strong. That's one thing I like about him. I say the best for last. My guy, the All-Star, who's probably the most underrated point guard in the league, easily top 10 in the conversation for point guard in the Eastern Conference or just period in the NBA. I'm going with Kemba Walker, who I thought should have been the most improved player because every year he's been in the league playing for the Hornets. He's improved on everything: defense, scoring, assists, rebounds, steals, blocks. And he's from New York. And watching him play in UConn and transition his game over to the pros, just watching him grow from his rookie year to now, is unbelievable. Should have been an all-star last year, but he might be an all-star again this year. Kemba Walker is what you want in the point guard. Like I said, he can score at will. He's not scared to take the big game shot. He's not scared to put the team on his back and take accountability when the team is not performing well. And Kemba Walker is what you have and what you need for a locker room to excel on the next level. And Kemba Walker is all that. Don't be surprised if Kemba Walker be another all-star appearance just because he's that great. You know who I am. Now, before I end it out, like I said, this is the record before I leave. Like I said, last year, or this past season rather, the Charlotte Hornets was 36-46. Like I said, that was 11th in the Eastern Conference. This year, I think they're gonna finish their season off 45-37. That could be good as a 7 or 6 seed in the Eastern Conference to make the playoffs. The Hornets will be a playoff team this year, folks. Y'all know who I am. I'm Tay Wiz coming live from the Man Cave as usual. Like I said, if you're not subscribed to my Twitter, hit that bell. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube, hit that bell at TAE_WIGGS. Until next time, folks. Peace.